Hey guys, Jason here. Welcome back to the channel. October is over now, and so I'm going to do a little recap video of all the books that I read this month. I pretty much only read horror during the month of October, and so I'll talk about those. I finished 5 books, 3 audiobooks, and I am currently reading a few novels, so I'll talk about those too. And then I'll talk about a little bit about my plans for November and the rest of the year. So without further ado, here we go. The first book I read this month was The Fisherman by John Langan. This book was really good. This was a suggestion from you guys, and I really enjoyed this book. So yeah, I have a review of that. I'll put it up here if you want to check that out. The next one is a short story collection. It's Books of Blood by Clive Barker, Volume 3. This was fun, you know, for Halloween time, just little short stories. Yeah, it was really good. I really enjoy these. So the next one is The Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires by Grady Hendrix. This was a really good book. This was another one that you guys had suggested that I read this month, and yeah, it was really good. Again, I have a review, so I'll post that up in the thing. The next one is The Deep by Alma Katsu. It was pretty good. It was not as good as her other book that I had read, The Hunger, but it was pretty good. Especially if you're into like the Titanic and stuff like that. But yeah, it was all right. And then the last one is Tommy by Junji Ito. This is a manga, and yeah, I really liked this book a lot. I read the other collections, Uzumaki and Geo, earlier this year, and so this was the last one of these collected whatever works, and I really liked it. So yeah, that's all the books I read. Now I'll go into the audiobooks that I read or listened to. If you've watched these recaps before, you'll know I pretty much exclusively do rereads with audiobooks because I find, like, when I'm driving and blah blah blah, and when I'm listening to audiobooks, if I like zone out or something, I don't want to have to go back and like re-listen or like miss things. So if it's a book I've already read, that doesn't really play a factor as much because I can, you know, I already kind of know what's going on. So anyway, these are all books I've already read. I'm gonna hold the physical copies, even though I did listen to these on audio. So the first one is Red Dragon by Thomas Harris. This book is awesome. It's really good, so I'm going to continue with that series as I go along with my audiobooks and stuff. The next one is Chapter House Dune. So this is the 6th and final book in the Dune saga. So I finally got through all that, and yeah, this series is great. I started my reread of these because I wanted to kind of get, I kind of wanted to reread them before the movie came out, but now that that's been delayed again until next year or whatever, it's whatever, it's going to be a while until that movie comes out. So but you know, I got it done. So the last audiobook that I finished this month is The Wastelands by Stephen King. So this is the 3rd book in the Dark Tower series. I'm working my way through the Dark Tower again. I absolutely love this series. This is one of my favorites in the series. It is just so good, and yeah, anyway, if you haven't read The Dark Tower, you really should. It's an amazing series. It's a commitment, but it's worth it for sure. Yeah, so what am I currently reading? Right now, I am currently reading the Star Wars trilogy. So this is a collection of the first, episode 4, 5, and 6, the novelizations of those. By each one has a different author, but I'm about halfway through The Empire Strikes Back, and I'm just reading like a chapter a day just to get through this, and then I've got plans, which I'll talk about when I get to my TBR section. But yeah, they're really good. So it's interesting reading the novels and seeing how different they are. They're pretty much just novelizations of the movies, so they're pretty close to the actual story, but they're still fun. I just started this book this morning, actually, and it's Piranesi. I don't have the jacket on it, but Piranesi by Susanna Clark. Like I said, I just started it, so I'm kind of just getting into it. But so far, I am enjoying it quite a bit. And it's, not too long, so I'll get done with that here pretty quick. The audiobook that I'm currently listening to is Wizard and Glass by Stephen King. This is the 4th book in the Dark Tower series. So again, I'm just kind of continuing on through my my Dark Tower thing. And this is my favorite Dark Tower novel. I love this book. It is so good. I'm gonna probably cry again. I cry every time I read this book. But that's it. That's what I got going on right now. Plans going forward, basically, I'm gonna read. There's 2 books coming out this month that I want to read. The Burning God, which is the 3rd book in the Poppy War series, is coming out in like a couple weeks. And then also Fires of Vengeance, which is the 2nd book in Evan Winter's series. The first one was called Rage of Dragons. So when that comes out, I'm gonna read that. And then after that, once I finish this Star Wars, the Star Wars trilogy book, I'm gonna, my plan is to read the Thrawn series, which is a trilogy that's basically like a sequel to those. People say that those are better than the trilogy, the sequel trilogy that we got in the Disney Star Wars. So I'm excited for those. I've heard they're really, really good. Outside of that, I don't really know what I'm going to read. I want to read some more Stephen King and kind of get caught up on my my Stephen King reading project, which, if you've been watching the channel, is the thing that I've been doing, trying to get through all the Stephen King novels. And so yeah, I'm just going to try to chip away at that. And who knows, I don't know what I'll do. I'll make that decision, I guess, as I come to it. But yeah, those are kind of my plans for the rest of the year, and that's it. So thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe if you want to stay updated and current on what I'm doing here on the channel. And that's it. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.